As you can see by this huge stack of books in my lap, I am here to film another video. This video is my July wrap-up and August TBR. Basically, I'm just going to tell you what I read and show you what I plan to read. So, getting started. The month of July, I only read 2 books, which is sad, but when you think about it, I only started reading in Avarice again about the 20th of July. So, well, now probably about the 15th. So we'll say in half a month I read 2 books, and that's not bad for just jumping back in for the first time in a long time. But anyway, let's go. The first book that I read in the month of July is Feed by Mira Grant. I absolutely am in love with this book, and I don't see many other people on BookTube talk about it. That's probably because it's kind of old. Not super old, like still in the, I don't even know when this came out. It's still in like the 2010s. This came out in 2010, so it's not that old. But it is a really good book. It's the first book in the Newsflash trilogy, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. I have a review on Goodreads. The link will be below. I also have a video review of this book, which the link will be below or on the screen, probably right here. Click it if you want to watch my full video review. Right now, all I'm gonna do is give a brief synopsis that is as spoiler free as I can make it, and a general overall why I loved it. So, this book is about 3 young bloggers, Georgia, Sean, and Buffy, and it's based 26 years after the start of the zombie apocalypse. And these bloggers are following the presidential campaign, and they discover this really, really, really big conspiracy that is much larger than anything they were even remotely prepared for, and puts all their lives in danger. So that's fun, right? This book was really good. The relationship between Georgia and Sean, it's gorgeous, and it's not a romantic one. There's no romance really in this book. That's about as spoilery as I'm gonna get. No romance at all. So don't go into this looking for zombie love story, because you're not gonna find it. But their relationship is so great. The science is so great. I don't know a lot about Mira Grant. This is the first book I've read of hers. She does have others, and I do plan to read all of them because her writing style is wonderful. And yeah, I love it. Science and relationships and blogging and internet culture, and oh my god, just seriously, you guys, you haven't read this and you're even remotely interested in zombies, politics, science, internet culture, blogs, and stuff, read it. And that is If I Stay by Gail Forman. I wanted to read this before the movie came out, and I wasn't sure when I bought it when in August it was coming out, so it's like, I'll just read it now, and this will be the next book that I read. So I did that, and I liked it. I can't say that I loved it. Gave it a 3 out of 5 on Goodreads, and I also have a review posted there. I do not have a video review for this one, because I probably will do one later, but not now. Basically, this book is about a girl named Mia. She's a cellist. She's in a car accident with her family, and most of the novel is her in this out-of-body experience type mode, and there's lots of flashbacks to her life, and it's okay. It's a really good story, but the characters are not, ow, I elbowed my bookshelf. The characters are not easy to connect with at the beginning, and the big, thing that's not a surprise, because it's on the back, and it's in the trailer that's everywhere. Like the car accident, it just, it's not a surprise, and you don't have enough time to care about anybody else in her family that's dead now. It's just, I don't know. I wanted more time at the beginning, and then I wanted, by the end, I just wanted to cry a lot. So that's what I did. I cried a lot. But anyway, the movie comes out August 22nd, and I will be going to see it because I think this is one of those books that may be better portrayed on screen in a way that you can care about these people before they die and then continue to care about them. So hopefully that's how it is. This is the first book in a duology. Second book is Where She Went. I do also intend to read that because I've heard that even if you didn't thoroughly enjoy this one, Where She Went has more in it for you. So yeah, we're gonna try. And in terms of reviewing the book, it probably won't happen until I finish reading that in a video. Finish reading Where She Went, and then I'll do a duology talk review, full review. But I do want to also make a book to movie adaptation review once I see the movie. So that'll be coming at the end of August, probably. Look forward to that. Okay, so that's it. That's my wrap-up. Done. Next is my TBR, and this will take half as long because I don't have as much to say about any of these books per se. My first book in my TBR, and it's technically a currently reading, is The Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I really wish I knew what the two R's stood for. I think that'd be really fun. But anyway, this is the first book in a Song of Ice and Fire series. I am halfway through, a little over halfway through, and it's just taking me a really long time. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I love high fantasy, but it takes me a long time to read because I get distracted and mass market paperbacks and their tiny print and all that jazz. So yeah, I can't read as much in one sitting of this as I'd like to because of the tiny print and the complications, but I really do like high fantasy. I just have to dive in and do it. I said that in my last video if you watched it, when I was talking about a book that I hauled. But I can do this. I can do this. I know I can. Halfway through, so I can do it. Yeah, this is the first book I plan to read in August since I already started it. The next book in my TBR list for August is Looking for Alaska by John Green. This is the first John Green book I ever planned to read. I know it's about a boy in a boarding school and he wants more adventure in his life, and he finds it when he meets this girl named Alaska, and that's it. That's all I know. I'm excited to read this though, and to get my first taste of John Green. The next thing is half of this giant tome of classical doom. I'm gonna read the Iliad by Homer. Gonna do it because I need to read more classics, and I feel like the Iliad's a fine place to start because I sort of read the dumbed down version in high school where it's like they just cut out the parts that don't matter and it's edited weird, but you get the story. But yeah, I want to read the full thing, so I'm going to. Yeah. That's this. That is this. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I really don't. Anyway, the next book is Losing Found Things by Brett Garcia Rose. As you can see, there's a bookmark in this. That's because I already started reading this one as well. It's one of the things that I do with high fantasy, since I'm reading Game of Thrones, is I'll pick up something a lot smaller, a lot lighter being a general loose term, to read in between, or when I just don't have a lot of time to sit down and read, but I want to read. So this is just something I pick up when I have 10 minutes here or 10 minutes there. This is a collection of 15 short stories about the darkest corners of the human experience. And this was sent to me basically for review by the author himself, so look forward to the review here as well as on Goodreads once I finish reading it. The last book on my TBR I sadly do not have a copy of, so I'm going to have to go to the library to get it, or buy it, or something. But it is Deadline. If I can find a good picture of the cover, because a lot of them the color looks dumb, I'll put it right here. If not, just imagine that I'm holding a book. Deadline by Mira Grant is the second book in the Newsflash trilogy, the book after Feed that I talked about earlier, and I'm not going to synopsize it at all, because it would be super spoilery for the first book. Just know that I'm really looking forward to reading it, and I just can't wait. I just can't. I just can't, you guys. I just can't. But anyways, that's all. That's everything. And all the books are on the floor again. My TBR for this month is 5 books. 5. But it's a lot of pages because Game of Thrones is rather large, and the Iliad is rather large, and Deadline is rather large, so it's a lot of pages. But I have confidence that I can do this because I can do this. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video sometime soonish. I don't know what it'll be, but sometime. But anyways, I love all of you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing and watching my channel and my videos, and there's tons of links in the doobly-doo. The thing. You know what I'm talking about, but there's tons of links down there. So, to all the books, to all the reviews I've already done, to all of everything, if you want to follow me around and stalk my existence, like my Twitter and my Instagram and all that down there. There. So yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy this video. Enjoy a book. I love you guys. Bye.